What's going on, guys? It's eSmudger here. Some Vanguard Alpha for you today. This footage is my very first game, so do be kind. And I wanted to give my thoughts on it. It's been an interesting experience. I played maybe 90 minutes of it now. It's a weird alpha when you look at it compared to Cold War. It's a good alpha, don't get me wrong, but there's a few things I perhaps wouldn't like to be in it as like in a first impression. I'm not overly keen of the game mode just because everyone is forced to play it. I think if you're going out your way to play it, you'd have players that were more committed, I guess you could say, to the game mode, because in every game I've played, the moment my teammate dies more than like twice around, they leave, and it's infuriating. It makes everything so much more difficult, especially if you're just trying to play casually, get a feel for the game. It's a bit of a pain, I'm not gonna lie, but of course that is just the community that we're in. The game itself feels good, the mechanics feel good, some of the movement feels a little bit blocky every now and then. The tac sprint doesn't seem to register straight away, which, you know, hopefully will get fixed as the game progresses into the beta and into final release. Overall though, it felt how I'd expect a Call of Duty World War II shooter to feel, and that's not a bad thing. You know, we play Call of Duty games for how they feel like a Call of Duty game, and I think it's going to be interesting to see if they kind of keep up the positive changes we've seen a lot of the time, and if that carries through and is communicated effectively to the community for beta and final releases. The game mode itself, Champions Hill, isn't bad. It has a lot of potential to be a very good competitive game mode, that is for sure. It's a really interesting concept. I don't hate it. I think it's the sort of thing you're going to have to play with a friend regardless of the time, because even the community in like Gunfight, for example, were more than happy to rage quit pretty damn quick. There's a lot of really interesting concept in it, the way you upgrade your weapons, the buy rounds, the maps. The maps do take a little bit of getting used to. I'd like a few of the colours to be a little bit brighter. I hope that this colour scheme doesn't stay entirely within the game. Obviously it is World War II themed, so you're going to have this to a point. I would like them to be a little bit brighter. It is a little bit dark at times. Obviously a lot of that will come with as people buy new skins, they'll be easy to see, etc, etc. Just one of those things that comes with the alpha. The gun mechanics feel great. I really like the addition to mounting, so if you don't know, now when you mount on a wall that's a horizontal, so like a brick wall you're mounted on top of, you can slide essentially like left and right along it. It gives a bit more scope for movement. It makes mounting feel a bit less scummy as well, which isn't a bad thing without it being super difficult to kill someone that is mounted. Grenades seem exceptionally hard hitting. I'd be interested to see how strong Flakjack is going to be, because grenades just wipe you out. It really is quite brutal. Yeah, the only major bugbear I have with it, and you would have seen it in that clip just then, is how dark the screen gets when you take damage. They did this in Black Ops 4, I want to say, and people complained, and it got fixed, you know, pretty quickly, pretty substantially as well. So I hope that is the case, because I've seen a few people complain about it, and after getting my hands on the alpha today, yeah, I really do agree, because that was a tough old thing to try and get used to. I messed around with my settings a bit after this game and it didn't really seem to improve it. I'm not playing on the world's greatest monitor, and if I hadn't seen other people complain about it, I would probably chalk it to my monitor being a bit crap, but I have seen, you know, a fair few other people say something about it. And yeah, that screen really, someone really just switch off the lights when they hit you with a couple of bullets, and it really is off-putting. It makes it really hard to see. It's just generally not the world's greatest addition to the game, but we'll have to see if that changes. I really hope it does. If I can find it, I'll leave a link to the description where you can report any actual like bugs and feedback to the developers through the official channel, so you're not just complaining about it on YouTube like me. But overall, the alpha feels really good as an alpha can feel. There's a lot of promise in there. It's by no means I wouldn't call it a good game right now, because it's not a completed game. There's still so much we have to see. The weapons feel fairly balanced, with the exception of the auto-fire shotgun. That that thing either seems to wipe you off the map, or you're just, I don't know, spitting marshmallows at them. It just doesn't seem to do anything. There's no in between. It's an interesting mode. I want to get my hands on some proper multiplayer with the beta before I make any, you know, long-standing judgments of it. But yeah, it's not disappointing. It's hopeful, I think, is the word we're going to go with. Hopeful for the future of this game. I went in with fairly neutral expectations, having seen it, and I wasn't disappointed. So, you know, as in Call of Duty terms, that's a win. But yeah, it's a difficult one. If you can play this alpha with friends, I highly recommend doing so, because randoms will just leave the match instantly. But yeah, aside from that, it's a decent little alpha, bit of fun, something different from the usual. I hope the beta brings a lot more depth to the game. Obviously this is only one mode over and over again, so it can get a bit stale, but we'll have to see. If you did enjoy the video, give it a like, subscribe if you want to find your way back. Hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.